Have you all downloaded the app?
Yes, ma'am. Downloaded.
Okay. If you're using your desktop or laptop, in the browser, you'll have to type this one. You can see the URL here, atharv.testpress.in. If you're using a desktop or a laptop, then simply in the browser, in the Chrome browser, Google Chrome browser, simply type this. I'm pointing out here, atharv.testpress.in. Simply type this. Because you will not have the app there.
Ma'am, this one only, no, ma'am.
No. See, the app is for. Yeah, correct. Yes.
Ma'am.
Correct. So if you're taking the test on a tablet or mobile phone, then you can download the app and you can reach the exam through the app. So if you're using the mobile phone, then you should have downloaded the app. And when you just tap on the application, it'll take you to this window. You can see this window. What you see now, you can see this window. All right. So here you'll have to enter your username and password. Don't go to this. Don't say login with Google. Don't use all this. Don't say sign up. Don't say sign up. Don't say login with Google Plus. Enter your username and password. You'd have received an SMS as well as an email containing your credentials. Use them here. Don't go to this or this. I repeat, you should use the application, the Atharv application. You should have downloaded the Atharv application on your mobile phone if you're taking the test using your mobile phone or tablet. If you are using a laptop or a desktop, then in the browser, type atharv.testpress.in. This is what you should type. When you type this, it'll bring you to this page. It'll bring you to this page. Enter your username and password. So I'm entering mine. All right, I've entered my username and password and I say login. Now, for you, no test will be visible as of now. Can you see these three options here? Upcoming tests, history. History is a list of tests you've taken up. When you tap on history, it will show you the list of tests you've taken up and your results. History will show the list of tests you've taken up so far. Upcoming will show the tests which have been scheduled but not available now. Supposing I have scheduled a test for you for next week, say 10th May. For 10th May, I have scheduled an exam for you. That will be visible in upcoming tests, but you cannot take it up now. So supposing I schedule an exam, a future exam, you can see it in upcoming, but you cannot take it up now. So you can see it. So upcoming tests are tests which are scheduled in the future. History will have the list of tests which you have already completed. And available is the test. So now the test which I have scheduled will be available to you at 7 o'clock. The test which I have scheduled for you today, test 1, will be available only at 7 o'clock. Now you can see it in upcoming. Now you can see it in upcoming tests. At 7 o'clock, it will be made available for you. Because I've scheduled it for 7 o'clock. So at 7, it will come to this place, available test. Now it is an upcoming test. Now the test which I've scheduled is in this portion, upcoming. At 7, it will be available to you. Now what you have to do is you just have to click, say start exam. I've given sufficient time, children. I've given you 1 hour to complete the exam. Today's exam is this exam, let me recall. Yeah, it has 10 questions, all of which are MCQs. 10 questions. Actually, today is just a startup test kind of, just to make you comfortable with the chapter, with the portions. So tomorrow I'll be scheduling that real test which I had planned for you. Today is just to make you feel comfortable with the portal. So I have prepared 10 questions, 10 MCQs. So you will see 4 options. Let's see, let's get into the test and see what it is like, children. So say start exam, all right? Say start exam. See here, so you can see, so I'm taking up a different test, children. It is not mock test 1 for you. This is just a demo. Now see, you can see the duration here, 1 hour, number of questions, 10, marks per question, negative marks. All right. Ignore this, exam ends on, can you all hear me, children?
Yes, ma'am, you're visible and audible.
Okay. Now see here, do you want to take this exam now? Say start exam. Say start exam. And here you can see the list of instructions. These are all general instructions. You don't have to spend time reading all this. I'll be explaining all this to you, so you don't have to spend time reading all this. I'll explain all this to you now. So now click on I'm ready to begin. I'm ready to begin. So that will get you to this page. The presentation of the exam will be different on the mobile phone. So right now for the demo, I'm using a laptop. It looks like this on the laptop. The presentation maybe it varies on the mobile phone. Since I've given you 1 hour's time to complete this, don't worry. Take your time. Just look at the question, look at everything available on the page carefully, and then give your options. Now what you have to do is, now see this, which of the following is a vulgar fraction? Which of the following is a vulgar fraction? Now for this there are 3 options. If you have to work something, you will have to work it in your book. See, everything cannot be just worked in the mind and answered. Sometimes if you have to work and come to the the correct answer, then you will have to work it in your book and then select the correct option here. All right, children? Don't think if you have 4 options, you can just check one of the 4 options. It's not like that. It cannot be mental work everywhere. Sometimes it's mental work. You can just work it in your mind and select the correct option. Sometimes you need a book and a pen. You need to work the answers and then select the correct option. Can you see the timer going here? Time left, because I've scheduled it for 1 hour. See here, time left 58 minutes and 29 seconds now. Can you see this timer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so the timer has started. As soon as you start the exam, the timer started. And supposing you just leave the exam like that and you forget about it, the paper will be submitted automatically at the end of 1 hour. The paper will be automatically submitted at the end of 1 hour. All right. Now 1 hour is more than sufficient time to complete this particular exam. Now, children, see, we are in the first. Can you see these numbers here? 1, 2. This is called the question palette. Question palette. This is the question palette. So you can see there are 10 questions. You can see there are 10 questions, and we are in the first one. All right. Now I just say I'm just choosing some option random, children. And to go to the next question, I must say save and next. Can you see the option here? Save and next.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, don't say submit, children. If you say submit, you're submitting the test altogether. Don't say submit. Say save and next, because you want to save this answer and take the next question. Correct? You need to save this answer. You've selected this option, right? So you need to save this answer. This is your option. You need to save this and take the next question. So say save and next. Save and next. So now like this, there's a second question. So I just do something and I say, so see the the red, the color here on question number 2. Question number 1 has gone green. Question number 1 has gone green because you have selected an option and you have saved the option. Question number 1 has gone green because you have selected and saved the option. So it will be green. Now 2 is still red. 2 is still red because you're in the second question. You have not saved your answer. You have selected the option. You have selected 7 by 9, but you have not saved your answer, right? So it's still red. Once you save your answer, see, you save and next, it goes green. Question number 2 goes green when you select an option. Now, when it goes green, it doesn't mean that your answer is right. When it goes green, it does not mean that your answer is correct. It only means that you have attempted questions 1 and 2. You have selected an option and you have saved your options. You have saved your answer. That's what it means. Now we are in the third question. You can also see all the questions. You can just tap on 4 and see the fourth question. You can tap on 5, see the fifth question. You can tap on 6. So you can see, if you're very curious to know about all the questions, you can just tap on the different numbers. If you want to see the 10th question, you can just tap on 10, tap on 9. So you can tap on any number in this question palette. You can tap on any number in this question palette to see that question, to view that question. But see, there are also I have now viewed all the questions, but from 3 to 10, all of them are red because I have neither have I selected an option nor have I saved it. So it'll all be green. Sorry, it'll all be red. All right, now let's go to the third one. Let's go to the third one. I'm going fast because I'll tell you why. I'll complete because later. So now see, this is the fourth one. So children, are you following? I take the fourth question. See here, this is question number 4. Question number 4, there's something here. So I just select this option. I save it. Don't forget to save. Don't forget to save. So you have attempted questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have saved. You have selected an option and you have saved your options. Now you are in question number 5. You can see it here. Question number 5. Question number 5. You can see it here. So now you are in 5. So work it. So you cannot simply select an option like this. You need to work. You need to work and come to a conclusion as to which statement is true. You need to work this. Just by looking at it, you cannot select the correct option. So please work and then select your answer here. Save it. Save your answer. Now it's question number 6. Select, save. You need to work. I'm reminding you about that. It's not that everywhere you can just select the answer. You have to work. See, now you have to work this. Work this, get your answer and select your answer here. So see now what's happened in the question palette, children? What has happened in the question palette? I have answered questions from 1 to 7. I've selected an option and I've saved the options. I'm still to attempt 8, 9 and 10 because they're still red. So now we are in question number 8. Select, work this, whatever answer you get, select your answer here. 9th question, you can see it, question number 9. Question number 9. So select your option, say save and next. Don't submit, children. You should not press this. See, even if you say submit, it lasts. See, now supposing I say submit. Suppose by mistake I say submit, children. You know, I'm nervous. This is my first exam, so I'm a little nervous because I want to get full marks and I'm like worried if I'll get full marks or no. So I say submit. You know, so that nervousness, I say submit. So don't worry. Even if you're nervous and you say submit, not to worry. Say cancel. Don't say end exam. Don't say end exam. Just say cancel. It'll bring you back to the questions. Even if you press submit by mistake, it'll take you to a confirmation box where you will be asked if you really want to submit the exam. There you say cancel. Don't say end exam. Say cancel here. By mistake, oh my God, by mistake, it was not intentional. I said submit. What do I do now? There are so many questions which I've not answered. What do I do? So do you see this question? Do you want to end the exam? Don't say end exam. Cancel. That will bring you back to the questions. So now the 9th one. See, the 9th one I've selected, but it's still red. Why? Because I've not saved the option. The ninth one, question number 9. Question number 9, I have selected the answer. Why is it still red here? Because I have not saved my answer. I have not saved my answer. I have selected. I feel this is the correct option. I've selected the option, but I've not saved it. So it's still red. So let me save it. Let me save my answer. Then it goes green. Then you can see question number 9 goes green because I've selected and saved it. Now question number 10. Question number 10. So like this, and I say save and next. When you say save and next, children, because there are only 10 questions in this test, so it will not take you to the next page. See, when I say save and next, I'm still there. I'm in the same page because this is the end of all the questions. This is the last question. So when I say save and next, it doesn't take me to the next page. I've completed. This is the last question. So if I want to go back and check, you can go back, children. You can go back to the first one and you can see. You can just make sure you have answered it correctly. You can just tap on that particular question. Tap on one. Tap on question number 1. It will take you to 1. Suppose you want to see 7. Just tap on 7. Tap on 7. You will go to question number 7. See here. Can you see question number 7? Or you say tap on 4. You want to view the 4th answer again. Tap on 4. It will take you to question number 4. See here. Tap on 4. It will take you to question number 4. Like that, you can go back to your. You can go back and see if you've answered everything. You can check your answers. Now, once you're done, once you see all are green, you've saved your answers. All are green. Now, once you're done, say submit. Say submit once you're done. Ignore all this, children. This is for a different exam template. All right. This one, what you see here is for a different exam template. So not to get confused with anything here. This one, these options are for a different exam template. So you don't, like get confused with these. We'll only have red and green. Red if you have not saved your answer. It will go green if you have saved your answer. That's it. If you have not selected any option, then it will not go green. Suppose you don't select any option. Suppose you don't select any option. 1 minute. Oh, sorry. Okay, since I've already selected one, I'm not able to undo it. Now, supposing I have not selected anything here. Supposing I'm not selected any option here, and I try to say save and next. This 10, because I've not selected any option, will not go green. It will be red because I've not selected any option. I need to select. Only if I select and save, will that particular question number go green. So you'll only have red and green colors. Red if you have not, saved your answer. If you have not selected and saved your answer, it'll be green if you have selected an option and saved it. So that's about today's test, children. Any questions? Do you have any questions, children?
No, ma'am.
All right. Now let's say submit. Submit. Yes, I want to end the exam. Let me see how much I've scored. So thank you for writing the exam. All right. Oh my God. See, I failed very badly. I've got only 1 mark. I've got only 1 mark. All right. My percentage is 10%. Total number of questions 10. Duration 1 hour. Marks per question 1. Correct. How many questions have I answered correctly? 1 question. How many incorrect answers? 9 answers incorrect. This is not applicable to you. Just ignore this. Ignore this. All right. That's it, children. This is how it's going to be.